Hello and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. The official Big Brother 28 casting portal, bigbrothercasting.tv, displays the announcement in large letters, "Casting is now open." At the same time, the site pushes applicants toward the digital route, emphasizing that everyone should apply online rather than waiting for an in-person event. The Big Brother casting homepage is built around a simple menu: Home, How to Apply, Video Tips, Open Calls, FAQ, Contact, and Terms, with prominent branding for Big Brother Casting, CBS, and a clear Apply Now path that sends visitors straight into the application flow. Every page also carries a Back to CBS link, underscoring that this is the official casting pipeline for CBS's long-running Big Brother franchise. This portal is where the journey begins for hopeful house guests aiming for Big Brother 28 in the 2026 season. Big Brother 28 Casting, bigbrothercasting.tv, accepts online applications. The instructions on the How to Apply page are clear and applicable. If casting decides to proceed, applicants are instructed to complete the online application and upload your video and picture. There is no mention of a separate telephone number, mailing address, or alternative portal here. All submissions pass through the same bigbrothercasting.tv application pipeline, and producers choose which ones advance to the next stage on their own. Criteria for Big Brother 28 casting: age, citizenship, and technical skills. Hard rules replace logistics in the section titled Frequently Asked Questions. Only citizens of the United States are eligible to apply, and candidates must be at least 21 years old by June 1, 2026. The FAQ states, yes, all applicants must be a U.S. citizen, in response to the question, do I need to be a U.S. citizen? A dedicated eligibility requirements page, which loads within an app framework and even warns visitors that you need to enable JavaScript to run this app, serves as a reminder to check your browser and device prior to submitting the form, supports those ground rules. That June 1, 2026 cutoff quietly draws a hard line for fans who view this cycle as Big Brother 28 casting. You are eligible if you turn 21 on or before June 1, 2026. If you turn 21 on or after June 2, 2026, you will have to wait for a future season. How to apply online for Big Brother 28. Although bigbrothercasting.tv divides the application process into multiple pages, the fundamental steps are simple. Start at the official Big Brother casting homepage at bigbrothercasting.tv and look for the Apply Now option in the menu. Complete the online application by providing the requested personal and background information. When the site asks you to, upload both your picture and your casting video. If casting decides to proceed with you, submit the form and wait for an email. Applicants ought to view their inbox as an extension of the audition room because the website relies on email to inform them of the next steps. Check the address associated with your application on a regular basis, make sure spam filters are under control, and resist the urge to flood casting with follow-ups that were not requested. Tips for a Big Brother 28 casting video. Keep it shorter than 3 minutes. The Video Tips page sets expectations about both content and runtime. It begins with a gentle framing that reads, "Here are some tips to think about when making your video," before setting a strict limit. Videos should be no longer than 3 minutes in length. In addition, the page encourages you to watch a sample video for advice on tone and energy. The limit of 3 minutes forces you to ruthlessly edit your story. There is not enough time to build slowly. Start with your biggest, weirdest, or most unique trait, and then quickly tie it to how you would compete in the Big Brother house. Open Casting Calls, Brooks, California's Historical Clues. Open Casting Calls, BigBrotherCasting.tv, still has an Open Casting Calls page, despite the fact that the current messaging places an emphasis on submissions made online. Open Casting Calls is clearly stated in the header. Before listing previous events, please check back here to find open calls in your area. On Monday, March 23rd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Cache Creek Casino and Resort, 14455 CA-16, Brooks, CA 95606, one archived listing highlights Brooks, California. When it comes to how in-person casting works, that one listing says a lot. Fans were required to travel to 14455 CA-16 in Brooks, California for the event that took place at Cache Creek Casino and Resort in Brooks, California. It only lasted for 5 hours in the middle of the day. Even though the franchise encourages most people to use the online application, upcoming Big Brother 28 open calls will likely be tightly scheduled and concentrated in particular cities. What the cast of Big Brother 28 really wants from you. Put together, the official casting pages sketch a clear picture. Only BigBrotherCasting.tv is necessary. The How to Apply page tells you to fill out the online form and upload a video and picture. The FAQ page tells you to turn 21 by June 1, 2026, and the Video Tips page tells you to limit your audition to 3 minutes. The rest is entirely up to you. The forms and regulations ensure that you meet the requirements for Big Brother 28, but you control the story, energy, and strategy in those 3 minutes. The doors of the Big Brother house are about to open again, and if you've ever dreamed of hearing Julie Chen Moonves say, "Welcome to Big Brother," now is your chance. If you can turn those constraints into something specific, surprising, and undeniably you give the team behind Big Brother Casting and CBS a reason to elevate your application to the next round. The official casting process for Big Brother 28 has begun, and producers are looking for daring personalities, strategic thinkers, and memorable characters who are ready to compete for reality television glory. Understanding the application process, eligibility rules, and how to make an outstanding audition video can make all the difference. Whether you're a longtime fan or applying for the first time, here's everything you need to know. The application process for Big Brother 28. Big Brother 28 applications can be submitted online through CBS's official casting portal. In practice, the procedure is competitive despite its simplicity in theory. Thousands of hopefuls apply annually for just a few spots. An online application that asks for basic personal information, background information, and a series of questions to get a sense of who you are is required by all applicants. Casting directors aren't just looking for nice people. They're also looking for big personalities, interesting life stories, and people who will play the game actively. The audition video is the most important part of your application, where casting directors see your enthusiasm, self-confidence, and individuality. This video is often your only chance to make a good first impression, so make it count. While online submissions continue to be the primary and most accessible route to the house, some applicants may also choose to attend live casting calls if they are available. Rules for Big Brother 28 eligibility. Make sure you meet the basic eligibility requirements. The fundamental requirements typically remain the same, though the precise rules might shift slightly from season to season. At the time of entry, applicants must be at least 21 years old. Verify your age requirement before applying. Additionally, you must be a citizen or legal resident of the United States. During the casting process, proof of eligibility may be required. Contestants are required to be available for the entirety of the filming period, which typically lasts around 3 months, including the pre-season sequester period. This means being able to take a long break from work, school, and personal obligations. Due to rules regarding conflicts of interest, individuals who have personal ties to CBS employees, production staff, or former house guests may be disqualified. Anyone who advances through the casting process is also subject to a psychological evaluation and background check as standard procedures. Last but not least, contestants need to have the physical and mental stamina to compete in a high-pressure environment with constant monitoring, limited privacy, and intense social gameplay. What casting directors really want to see? The same question is asked each season. Who gets cast in Big Brother? There is more to the answer than just one type. A wide range of personalities, experiences, and backgrounds are sought after. They are looking for people who can
generate as much excitement for fans of reality television as the opening of Big Brother's casting. House guests across the country are once again pondering the crucial question, could this finally be my season as Big Brother 28 draws closer? Tens of thousands of people apply each year, but only a small number make it into the Big Brother house through the iconic front door. Preparation, personality, and knowing how to present oneself as someone who viewers will either love or hate are all important aspects of casting. Luck alone is not enough. Here is a comprehensive explanation of the application procedure, who is eligible, and how to create an audition video that actually gets noticed. The application process for Big Brother 28. The CBS official casting website serves as the starting point for the online application process for Big Brother 28, a comprehensive questionnaire that helps casting directors comprehend who you are, how you think, and why you should be on the show must be completed by applicants. The application includes basic personal information such as age, location, and occupation, along with more open-ended questions about your personality, life experiences, and motivations. These queries are important. Casting doesn't want generic responses. They want to know what sets you apart from other applicants. After completing the form, applicants are required to submit an audition video, which is the foundation of the entire procedure. This video is the first and sometimes only chance for many hopefuls to stand out among thousands of submissions. While live casting calls may be held in some cities, online submissions have remained the primary method of entry in recent years. This indicates that anyone with a camera, internet access, and self-assurance can succeed. Rules for Big Brother 28 eligibility. It is essential to ensure that you meet the eligibility requirements before clicking Submit. Rules can change slightly from one season to the next, but the fundamental standards stay the same. By the time filming begins, applicants must be 21 or older. This requirement is unchangeable and enforced strictly. Additionally, you must be a legal U.S. citizen or resident. During the casting process, it may be necessary to request evidence of eligibility. Another important aspect is availability, including pre-season isolation, filming, and post-show obligations. Contestants must be able to commit to approximately 3 months away from home. This frequently requires making advance plans for time off from work or school. Certain conflicts of interest can disqualify applicants. It's possible that you won't be eligible if you have close personal relationships with CBS employees, production staff, or former house guests. Anyone who moves on to later stages must also go through psychological evaluations, medical examinations, and background checks. Last but not least, candidates need to be physically and mentally ready for a high-pressure environment filled with intense social dynamics, competitive challenges, and no privacy. What house guests are looked for by casting directors? There are clear patterns, but there is no one way to get cast on Big Brother. Casting directors aim to assemble a dynamic mix of personalities that will naturally create tension, alliances, and unforgettable moments. People who are opinionated, self-aware, emotionally expressive, and not afraid to play hard are what they're looking for. While being likable helps, being compelling is more important. Candidates who comprehend the show are also considered for casting. You don't have to be a huge fan, but being able to explain how you would play the game shows seriousness and commitment. Most importantly, authenticity is valued by casting. Usually, attempting to imitate a previous house guest or forcing a character backfires. The producers want you, not a clone of someone who has played before. Strategies for successful audition videos. Your audition video doesn't have to be fancy to be effective, and it can make or break your chances. How clearly your personality comes through is what matters. Within the first few seconds, you should begin by introducing yourself. Mention your name, age, location, and something that immediately distinguishes you. The very first few seconds are crucial. Communicate with vigor and confidence. This is not a job interview, rather it is a personality test. Be animated, expressive, and comfortable in front of the camera. Consider that you are already conversing with the live feeds. Narrate a story. Casting is interested in your motivations. Are you exceedingly competitive, socially calculated? Are you emotional, intuitive? Describe the kind of player you will be and why you would be entertaining to watch. Speak briefly about strategy. Describe your approach to competitions, conflict resolution, and alliance building. This demonstrates that you are not just there to hang out, but also to win. Don't read from your notes or sound too prepared. Unlike scripted speeches, natural moments like laughing, reacting, and being bold stand out significantly more. A steady camera, clear sound, and good lighting go a long way, but don't worry about production value. A quiet room and a smartphone are sufficient. First and foremost, be truthful. When a person is forcing a persona, casting directors can tell. What happens after your application? Patience is essential once your application is submitted. During the casting window, applications are reviewed by casting, and callbacks can occur weeks or even months later. Candidates typically go through multiple rounds of interviews, additional video submissions, and in-depth conversations with producers if they're selected for a callback. The finalist is subjected to extensive psychological and medical evaluations and background checks. Last but not least, candidates need to be physically and mentally ready for a high-pressure environment filled with intense social dynamics, competitive challenges, and no privacy. Last thoughts. Applying for Big Brother 28 is more than just filling out an application. People who are ready to embrace the chaos of the game and who are confident, competitive, and emotionally open are wanted by casting directors. Now is the time to go all in if you've ever imagined yourself making alliances, surviving eviction nights, and chasing that confetti-filled finale. You might be the next legendary house guest, even though the cast has not been announced.